what's happening, folks. So this is week 4 of what has Puddles been up to. As you all know, Puddles is on tour with Weird Al right now. It started in June in Vegas, and it ends in September in Florida. But I think Puddles has a couple of solo dates after his tour with Weird Al. And then starting in November, he has a cruise with Coheed and Cambria for about a week, I think. And then I also got a leak from Puddles' touring buddy Stuart that Puddles will be kicking up his solo tour again in February. So, which I'm really excited about. I mean, I love this whole thing with Weird Al, but, I like seeing my clown headline stuff. So, anyway. So, we're going to start. Actually, I will say that I'm filming this on Sunday night. I usually film these on Monday morning, but my kid has this week off from school, and I'm not going to be able to, film this without having a lot of noise in the background. So, and also it's been kind of a crazy week for me because I started a new job because I have been unemployed since April, and this new job, it's a part-time job. It pays a lot less than what I'm used to, but it's a job and it's great to be back in the market making money again. So anyway, so I'm going to start this thing. So for tour dates this week for Puddles, August 12th, he was in Airway Heights, Washington. August 13th and 14th, he was in Troutdale, Oregon. August 15th was Auburn, Washington. And August 17th, he went all the way up to Alaska for a double booking at the Alaska State Fair in Palmer, Alaska. So anyway, that's been it for this past week. August 20th, he goes back down to the lower 48 to Eugene, Oregon. August 22nd is Mountain View, California. August 23rd is Modesto, California. August 24th is State Line, Nevada. So that's it. Puddles hasn't had any promotions this week, hasn't had any uploaded videos this week. But he has had a few guests. I'm kind of expanding the guest roster to include, other stuff, because he has guests that, aren't always just pie guests, so I'm just expanding that list for us. But anyway, so I'm going to start with Ethan Ullman. He is a comedian and a Weird Al superfan. I think he has a podcast too. It's called Dave and Ethan 2000 or something like that. It's a Weird Al themed podcast, I believe. But if you guys haven't checked him out, you should. Yeah, so that's Ethan Ullman. Let's see. The governor of the state of Washington, Bob Ferguson, actually was a pie guest for Puddles. So, and his son Jack. So there's that. Let's see. Puddles' shoe cobbler and Beardo Weirdo Phil Shaw was one of his tequila guests. So that's Phil Shaw. If you don't know who he is, he's a friend of Puddles from the West Coast and actually makes his shoes. So let's see. The last guest I have is Benjamin Boyington. I don't know who this is. The guy's Instagram is set to private, and I'm not gonna follow him just to figure out who he is. But he actually made an appearance for Puddles' new song that he added to his set list, which is Let's Give 'Em Pumpkin to Talk About, which is a parody song that he did a few years back. It's a pumpkin spice, parody song, which, in my opinion, it's just my personal opinion, I think that Puddles should have had this song throughout his entire tour with Weird Al because of the whole parody song thing. I think that would have been great. I mean, it may have been a weird thing because it's not really fitting in the time of year, but to me it just would have been great for, because the whole parody song with Weird Al, that's how he built his career, is parodying songs. Anyway, that's my personal opinion. But so Puddles, if you're watching this, that pumpkin costume is super cute. I think you should try to add that in the future. Anyway, so moving on. The moistometer has been off the charts. I don't know what this is, but it's over 9,000, so we're just going to say that. Let's see. All right, so that's pretty much all I really got, but I'm going to add a couple more things. This is something I forgot to mention last week, but the bigger and weirder tour posters have been restocked in Puddles' shop. They're designed by Puddles' buddy Josh Jones, who does all the artwork for Puddles on this tour. So if you haven't gotten one, you should. They're only 15 bucks. So they're not signed though. So they're unsigned posters, but they're only 15 bucks in Puddles' online shop. They're not available in his merch booth at the shows. But anyway, so that's it for Puddles. But I think I'm gonna do this for our buddy Stuart. Eric Idle has a UK tour coming up in September. For anyone that doesn't know this, Stuart is Puddles' manager, and he also manages Eric Idle from the Monty Python thing. So Eric Idle has a UK tour coming up in September. If you can catch it, please do. Yeah, so that's that. I hope that this was great, and stay safe, folks, and I will see you next week.